Hey, good afternoon, everybody. It's Michael Simpson here, the founder and senior instructor for the National Commercial Real Estate Association with you here today. Today I wanted to talk about a question that I get all the time, which is how much money can I make? Basically, and how fast is it going to take me to start making money when I get into commercial real estate? And that's a great question, but it's not so easy of an answer without me sitting down and talking to you and finding out a little bit more about you. And what I mean by that is your time. Obviously, if you're spending 12-hour work days, 7 days, 6 days a week, which I don't recommend, you're going to have success faster than if you are spending an hour a day on commercial real estate. Your desire, how bad do you want it? How hungry are you is a huge factor to consider when we're answering this question. I'm going to do a video that's just a separate video all on its own about the desire and what it takes to succeed in commercial real estate, because it's so important, that topic. So watch for that separate video at a later time. But obviously that has an impact on your ability to succeed, your talent level. Every athlete has a certain amount of natural talent. Maybe it's a strong arm, ability to throw. Maybe they've got great hands. Maybe they have speed. Maybe they have strength. Are you great at marketing? Are you great at communicating? Are you great at phones and talking to people? All those things are important for us to understand what your speed of success level is going to be. Your background. Do you have a background in finance or banking or something that's going to give you just a little bit of an edge when you're getting into commercial real estate? Are you born and raised in the market that you are getting ready to enter? I'm from Oregon, and so when I moved to California, it was really challenging for me to get into residential real estate because I didn't know anybody. But you may know my story, which is I sold 100 homes a year for several years, and then when I got into commercial real estate, I was able to kind of feed off of the past clients that I had, and went to them and said, hey, who do you know that's thinking about buying or selling commercial investment property in the next 12 months? So I was able to feed off of that residential base to get my commercial real estate business going. Do you have a background that's going to have an impact? Depending on your background, it's going to have a certain impact on your success in commercial investment real estate. What about training? Are you willing to spend time mastering content? Think about it. Obviously, if you go to a class one time and say, okay, I'm ready to go now, I've got everything I need, versus if you go to a class 10 times and you're a master of the content and the material, what do you think is going to succeed faster? Well, obviously the person who spends more time in training. So all of those things have an impact on how fast you can possibly succeed. But you know what I have heard just in general is that a lot of companies, when agents come in and interview, they'll say, hey, if you're brand new, don't expect to make any money for about 6 months. I've heard that a lot. I've heard don't expect to make any money for about 4 months. I've heard a year. Those are probably somewhat accurate statements. Let's say 6 months. Figure if it takes you a month to find a commercial deal, let's just say, and then it takes 60 days to close that deal. Well, that's 90 days. So if it takes a little bit longer to close it, or if it takes you a little bit longer to find a deal, then there's your 6 months. So I think that's pretty accurate in terms of the roughly the time frame that we're dealing with. Think of it though as a snowball. It's momentum. Snowball pushing up a hill. If you push a snowball up a hill, in the beginning it's really hard pushing that snowball up the hill, but think about what happens when you get to the top and then it starts to roll down the other side. It gains momentum very quickly and just keeps going and going and going and going. And that's kind of what happens here, just in sales in general, and certainly in real estate, and definitely in commercial real estate. Sometimes it may be hard to find that first investor, that one that's going to give you a shot. But think about it. That investor is going to do deal after deal after deal after deal in a lot of cases, especially, and they'll do them with you if they like you and you do a great job. Another reason why I love commercial real estate is because you don't need a whole bunch of clients. You only need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you're going to be really in good shape, assuming they're buying and selling over and over again. So, but the momentum is huge. I will say the fastest way to a deal is always warm people, people you know. Sure, I can show you how to come over here and do cold types of prospecting and lead generation, but obviously the fastest way is going to be the warm people that know you and trust you. So you always want to start there, contact the warm people that you know, and lead with that. And then in my opinion, I believe that you can get at least one transaction closed in a 6-month period, and I certainly can show you how to do that. You know, the other thing that you have to do, in my opinion, is believe it. You got to really see that you can do this and believe that you can absolutely do it. I mean, physically see the money hitting your bank account, physically see you spending the money on whatever it is you're going to spend it on, whether you're investing or whether you're paying off some bills and some debt or buying a new car or vacation. You know, see yourself doing all those things. That's why vision boards and dream boards are so important, in my opinion. I will end with this. I got into commercial real estate doing 2 hours a day in the very beginning, because remember, I was a residential agent doing 100 deals a year, and then I time block 1 hour in the morning, 1 hour later in the day for commercial investment real estate, and that's what I did. And that's not easy because all the distractions that we have out there and but I was able to stay focused and on track. And then all of a sudden I looked up and my commercial investment business was paying me more than my residential business was paying me, doing 100 transactions a year. So I can tell you firsthand that you can do this, you can succeed at this, and you can make a significant amount of money. I'm not here to say you can do it overnight, because that's not true. I think you need to put in the work and put in the training and stay focused and disciplined. If you're willing to do those things, I'm willing to show you how to succeed. And if you want to see how I succeeded, or if you want me to show you how I did it, I'm happy to show you. The question is, are you willing to do the work? If you're willing to do the work, I'm here to help you. All right, so thanks for watching this video today. As always, if you want to see some more of our other videos that we have, please feel free to go to our website. And I appreciate your time. Thanks for watching. Until we meet again, make it a great day.